Yo, what is good, everybody? Crypto 101 coming to you guys with another video today, and I am going to tell you the two best platforms right now that are making me the most money during this bear market, and then just going to do just some general conversation about what's going on, because I feel like there's been just a lot of FUD and stuff in the community, and I really just want to just put my perspective out there. Let me talk, let me say what I got to say about what's going on. But we'll get into all that. Make sure that you guys stop what you're doing. Make sure that you hit a like on this video. What that's going to do is it's going to work that special magic with YouTube. It's going to push this video out to more people will learn about the channel, more people will learn about crypto, which is what we all want. Also, make sure that you leave a comment on this video. I'd love to hear your feedback, as well as subscribing to this video and hitting the notification button so that you know as soon as these videos are released. Now, let's get straight into Rex. I've already talked about Rex in 2 videos on my channel, so I showed you guys exactly what you need to do to get in an auction and then what you need to do to stake. So really just wanted to do, a update on what's been going on here. It's been doing really well for me currently, so I'm just going to really walk through some of the things here. So really with Rex, there's multiple strategies that you can have, but the one or the two that I see most commonly used is really the end goal for both of these is to get more Rex, right? So there's 2 different ways you can do it. Either you can go into Rex here or Pancake Swap and buy Rex. And currently at this price, if you put 250 BUSD in here, you would get 150,000 Rex. Now, that's one way you could do it, right? The other way to get Rex is by participating in these auctions, as you can see here. So what you would do is you would have that same BUSD, but instead you would put it here into take part in today's auction in a refer address. So mine is going to be in the link below. If you did watch this video, I appreciate if you would use my link. If you don't, hey, no tears falling, but I would appreciate it. Appreciate everything that everybody puts into this. So I put my link in the description below. If you want to use it, hey, do that. So 250 BUSD here, and then what it's going to do is it's actually going to take this amount times whatever the current Rex BUSD ratio is here once the auction ends in 16 hours 3 minutes and 13 seconds. So this is really where it becomes you have 2 different strategies right now. The first one, you're always going to get a guaranteed price, so you're going to get 150,000 Rex right now, no questions asked. Now, at this current ratio, which is not going to be the ratio that it's at when it finally closes, it's usually right around, in the past, what it's been is, as you can see, 527, 436, 408, 426. So it's been going up because less people are in these auctions, as you can see. I mean, in the beginning, boom, huge amounts of people. And as you can see, this was more so because people were seeing those crazy big paydays and everybody was super excited trying to get their own. And that's why, there's just so many people, and that's how it is, right? Anytime you have something brand new, everybody wants it. And then, a week later, then, there's less people in it. Hey, it happens with anything, right? So as you can see, this Rex BUSD times whatever 250 is what I would have gotten for yesterday, for example. But this usually is going to be in this range around, I would say, especially these upcoming days, it's probably going to be right around 450 to 600, I would say. So that's what you can safely estimate, 250 times, 450 to 600. And that's the amount of Rex you would get. So I believe right now that is, let's see. So let's say on average that it's 550, right? That it's 550 Rex per BUSD. So if we come here to the calculator real quick, which we will do 250 times 550. And what that's going to do is give you 137,000 Rex. Now, this is important because, yeah, you got less than you would have here, which is where a little bit of the gamble is, right? You never know what that ending auction price is going to be. It might be less than you would get through Pancake Swap, but it also might be more. But the big thing about taking part in the auction is it's 2 steps you need to do. You need to first take part in the auction, And then once you are done in the auction and the auction ends, once you come here to the dashboard, it is going to allow you to get the liquid Rex that you got from the auction. And then you could either put it in your wallet or you can stake it. Now, that's the important part. If you stake it after being in the auction, then if you stake it for 222 days, you'll be eligible for what they call big paydays. And I did a video on this. Definitely check that out. But that is super important. As you can see here, you can always check your stakes and they'll tell you if you're eligible for big paydays. Now, the way I know is I can come here to my stakes. I have 2 active stakes currently. So I have all of these are 222 days because I want to be eligible for the big paydays. So as you can see here, both of these are eligible and they're both auctions. So it tells you everything you need to know. But what's super important is receiving those big paydays is a game changer, right? Because this is the way I look at it. If you get a big payday, pretty much what it did is it already returned your investment back to you on the stake that you set, right? So I really, this is free money. What they say, house money, whatever. So that's really the incentive is, okay, if I go through the auction as well as staking it for 220 days, which I believe actually locks up the supply, which helps the price, they're going to allow you to be eligible for those big paydays. So now, based on me having these 2 big paydays and putting in the money I have, I am eligible to actually receive on every single day. I have a possibility of receiving $675. This is just the amount after referrals, but this is the amount that I am able to receive every single day from using the auction and staking that Rex I got from the auction for 222 days. So this is huge. And I really don't think people understand the power of this, right? So all you really have to do, and this is just my strategy, this is not financial advice, but really all you have to do, right? You put a small amount in there, whether it's 50, 100, 250, however much you want. You can even start off big. You want to go in guns blazing, put in 1,000, 5,000, 10, do that. That's awesome. But what you do is you go into the auction, and then what you do is you get that stake or you get that liquid Rex from the auction. You stake it for 220 days, and then it's most likely, the chances are pretty high that you're going to get a big payday. And then what you do is, and what I've been doing is, I get that big payday, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that BUSD right back in the auction. So then I'm eligible for not only the first stake, but then the second stake that I created be off of free money that I got from the big payday. Now, I think this is, a really good strategy. I'm really, looking at Rexes. Now, this is house money. I put in a couple $100. I'm not really worried about if it's here tomorrow, if it's here next week, next year, next 5 years, whatever. But this is, I think, the best strategy, because what you want to do is with any platform, honestly, and especially Rex. I was in the first Rex. The first Rex was awesome. I got big paydays. I bought T-Rex when it was like 1 BNB, and then it went up to like 10. And, I made a lot of money off the first Rex, and, I'm not going to miss out on this opportunity, especially with these big paydays, guys. You can get this every single day, and I already got a big payday off my first stake, which was $250. So I woke up one afternoon and boom, it's like, hey, big payday. Here's that money that you spent on the auction the first time. Here it is. Take it right back. And then what I did is I took that, boom, put it right back in the auction. Got another stake going, so now I can get even more BUSD on my next big payday, and that's huge. So I'm just gonna keep stacking this and stacking this and stacking this, and that's the thing, is you're taking a chance with anything in crypto, right? But I think this is, the odds are very high that you're going to get a big payday. So, just think about that when you're looking at Rex. I think a lot of people are sleeping on it. I think it had a lot of hype in the beginning. Same thing with Avarice. I don't know how you say it. I never got in, but it was the same thing. A lot of people got in the beginning. People were making their money back in a couple of days, but they didn't have the big payday system. They had some different mechanics. I'm not talking down on that. I don't even want to get into it. But this big payday is different. You can get this every single day. So just don't sleep on the power of Rex, because you put this money in, you get it right back off of these big paydays. And then you also have these stakes that are here for you in 220 days. So February 20 of 2023, this stake is going to unlock, and I'm going to have all of this Rex ready to go. 3 million, right? Once this one unlocks, February 12, 2023, 292,000 Rex. Like, that's huge. And you're already getting your ROI on it from the big paydays. That's big. Now, like I said, if you guys want to get in Rex, you want to get in an auction, all you have to do is get BUSD, get a referral link. Mine will be in the description below. Put that here, send BUSD, and you are good to go. Now, talking about the next project, man, everybody knows about Drip. Everybody knows I am super heavy on Drip. I love Drip. Drip has been doing very well. But man, the community has been so divided recently. I don't think I've ever seen it as divided as it is. There's literally people out there creating groups who are looking at everything when it comes to wallets, what Forex is doing, team wallet, stuff like that. And it's always good to have people like that, honestly, because, you know, you don't want to just be a clueless investor or have a group of clueless investors and everybody is just, you know, going along with the flow. Nobody's really kind of checking on things. You really don't want that, right? So what I recommend is, you know, there's always going to be those people, but, you know, there's certain limits and, you know, there is a certain extent to where it does become FUD. So I just think you have to be careful and always make sure that you educate yourself. Don't ever just look at what somebody's saying and then just take that as gospel, right? Never just be like, okay, whoa, they said it, so it's got to be true kind of thing. Because you always should do your own research before you start spreading stuff to your groups, you know, anything like that. Just make sure you do your own research and that you've confirmed what people are saying before you start spreading stuff on your own. Because there is a lot of stuff going on within the Drip community. A lot of people are mad at Forex. A lot, you know, there's just a lot of animosity. We've been waiting a long time. And that's how it is. We're in a bear market. You know, Drip is down, Animal Farm isn't up. So there's a lot of fuel that's being put into this fire when it comes to Drip, when it comes to Animal Farm, when it comes to everything that's part of this ecosystem. And, you know, I just want to say, boom, 2,300 Drip in the faucet. So, hey, hitting milestones every single week. Really just focusing on compounding this as much as possible because I want to get that max payout to 100K. That's my goal. And, you know, based on the calculators and things like that, I think I'll be able to get right around 5K in like 3 months. So I'm going to keep compounding this thing out because that's what's most important. And that's what I always try to tell people, right? A lot of people are fixated on this one number. This one, right? And obviously, you know, this plays a role. But it only plays a role when you're doing two things, buying and selling, right? Obviously, this is a great time to buy, as everybody's been saying. Every YouTuber has been saying it. I've been saying it. People in the community have been saying it. You know, we all know that. This is a great price to buy. And the only other time it matters is when you sell. Now, once again, I'm never somebody who's going to tell you to never claim, never sell, because you have to do what's best for you. If you got in at $200, I mean, that's just super unfortunate. I mean, there's not really much that you can do to kind of dig yourself out of that hole other than, you know, DCA, bring down your average buying price. But one thing I always recommend too is, now, if you got in right around, you know, maybe up to the $50 range and you're just super obsessed with price. It's probably more so because you are looking to get your return on investment. So that's what I do recommend sometimes. Now, like I said, if you bought at $200 and, you know, you spent $20,000 on, you know, 100 Drip, it's going to kind of be hard to, you know, recoup that. But if you know, bought up in the $20, $30, $40, $50 ranges, things like that, you know, I hate to tell people to claim, but if it takes you claiming to get your return on what you put into the system to have, you know, a better feel about this, then, you know, that's maybe something I would recommend, because I think a lot of people are just so obsessed with, I put this money in. I put this money in. I haven't got it back. The price keeps going down. It keeps going down. And then that just really shows that you're more focused about the money you put in and if you're going to get that back. So if it's a situation in which, you put in a couple $1,000s and, drip is paying you 40, 50 bucks a day, maybe it's just best if you let it accumulate, if you claim, sell it, ROI, and then just from there, compound it, because at that point it's all house money. And that's the thing is, some people just aren't going to understand the power of drip. It's been around for a year plus and it's still pushing. Now, we all can talk about the delays and what Forex has done. I'm not a big fan of that at all. I think Forex could have handled this stuff a lot better. We should have had this stuff planned a lot earlier. But I honestly think that Forex just he got in over his head a little bit. I don't think he really estimated it to be this much work, because there's so many different components now. We have drip, animal farm, which is now the piggy bank, drip garden. There's so much stuff, and I feel like Forex is one of those guys who tries to put everything on his shoulders to fix it and take care of everything. And I honestly think he just got overwhelmed and got in over his head. So now we're kind of seeing that work itself out. And there's going to be some people that are still here after it does get worked out. I'm going to be one of those people. And there's going to be some people that aren't here. And that's how it is with any project, any kind of investment, anything like that, real life, crypto, whatever. There's going to be some people that stay around when it's hard. There's going to be some people that leave, and that's just a life lesson. But look, I'm telling you, with this, it's paying you 1% every single day. Like, yeah, I wish I would have claimed more when this thing was at $200. I remember making videos of me making $2,800 a day. I didn't claim at all. I claimed maybe once or twice during that time, and just take a little nice vacation. But now it's only making me $154 a day. But that's crazy. Only $154 a day in a bear market. Just think about this. And, this isn't really trying to, persuade you guys to do this or do that or whatever, because at the end of the day, crypto is a solo sport, as they say, and you have to do what's best. But I'm telling you, there's not many things that you're going to find right now that is better than drip in terms of being consistent. And the thing is, if you've already been here for a while, what's the point of going somewhere else, right? Now is the time to build up this number. Stop focusing on price so much. Stop looking at this. The only time this matters is if you are claiming. And the thing is, there's really no reason to be claiming right now unless, you just have to put it towards something. If you got bills to pay, things like that, or, you might want to take a little cut here, put it in a different project. But if you're somebody that's claiming every single day, you're really just selling yourself short. But look, that's really just my quick rant about drip. I'm in here compounding as much as possible. Only time I really claim now is just to claim to send out airdrops, and that's really it. I'm trying to build this thing up to 5,000, then 10K. And I'm doing the same thing with all my stuff. My piggy bank stakes, compound those every single day. My drip garden, I'm almost getting 1,000 plants every single day from that. So I'm compounding that every single day. So you just have to have a mentality and a mindset of, okay, what is it going to take for me to be comfortable where I'm at with this? And that's how I feel with this. I've been in this for almost a year and a half, and obviously I have a lot more built up, but I started just like anybody else did. I didn't know what drip was going to do. I honestly claimed about half of this when drip was like super low in the first couple of months before we even had any kind of liquidity for the farms, the bee farm, stuff like that. That was way before even the bee farm that I claimed half of this. And then a big portion of this is airdrops. I've airdropped almost 500 drip at this point, and the other stuff I did claim. But that's the thing is, you have to have a mindset of, okay, what is it going to take for me to be comfortable to where I look at this as a long-term investment? Because if you keep building this out, it is going to get you where you need to be. And I'm telling you, I don't know how many times I can say it. I don't know how else I can, I don't know. Maybe I need to put it on like a billboard or something so everybody can see it, or just something like that, right? But look, now is the time to really build your bag. Now is the time to build this number up. Focus on this number, not this number. Don't focus on what the current price is, because then you're going to sit there and drive yourself crazy. Oh, it's 6. Oh, it's 7. Oh, pumped up to 850. Oh, it's back down to 675. And it's just like, come on. It shouldn't matter, because you are building your bag and you are going to reap the benefits of that in the end, right? And then also a great time, as I always say, to build this number. I know there's not a lot of new people joining Drip. There's not a lot of people joining teams, but now is the really time to build your teams, because the thing is, right, when, hey, you know, moms, right? Hey, moms, you want to get in Drip? Hey, you know, this is a passive income platform, urge you 1% on your deposits, blah, 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 blah. You know, you're giving your little sales pitch that everybody has done to at least one person. So think about it. You get moms to buy 5 Drip at all-time high. She put in $1,000 to get 5 Drip. Right now, she probably don't like you right now. She probably has you in the basement. Now, if you get moms in, you get, hey, you know, 5 Drip right now is what, only $40. So if she want to put in that 1,000, she's gonna get what, right around, I mean, my math is horrible. I mean, she's gonna get what, like 130, 140 Drip. That's the time to get in, because, you know, she's going to be praising you. She's going to put a picture of you on the wall. Once Drip is back up to even 30, 40, 50 bucks, you're going to become the favorite child. So, hey, look, if that's what you're looking to do, that's how you do it. Hey, moms, hey, dads, hey, look, you know, put a little bit of your savings into this when it's all-time low, because when this thing booms, you're the favorite child. Look, that's a little secret right there. But on a serious note, guys, just keep building your bag. Now is the time to do it. You have to understand the market conditions and just what's going on within the community. There's going to be a lot of people in the middle, people on the right, people on the left. I honestly don't care about any of that. I've never been one to be with like the politics and being on this side and against that side. I support Drip. There's some people that I feel like over support Drip. I feel like there's people that FUD Drip, under support it, whatever. So just find out where you are on that spectrum. But at the end of the day, keep building your bags. So guys, just wanted to really give you a quick update when it comes to Rex, talk a little bit about Drip and how important it is to be building up now before we do see a price pump. And really just wanted to give you guys the real and my perspective on it. So make sure that you guys keep doing what you've been doing. Keep hitting that like button. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Keep hitting that notification button so you know as soon as these videos come out. Also, check out your boy on Twitter and Instagram at scrypto101. It's always some great content on there. I do different giveaways and things that are not always on the video. And as well, make sure that you check out the Bag Builder Telegram. That is a group that we have on Telegram. A lot of good things we do in there, games, all kinds of stuff in which you can win free Drip. So definitely feel free to join that. Link is in the description below. Now, make sure you guys keep doing what you've been doing. Keep building your bags. Rex is turning up right now. Now is the time to get a big payday. And then Drip, as always, is going to keep doing what it's doing, and that's dripping.